What's up, guys? It's your boy Vincetagram, back at it again with another video. I'm usually not that hyper when I'm doing these intros, but I'm so excited to be back. I don't know how long that's gonna last. You guys only know I post like once a month, but hopefully I'll be able to do it more often, especially considering some things that are happening in my life that I'll get to explaining in this video. Probably wondering how I got into a Supra and I don't actually own this. So basically what I do is come to a given dealership based on where my third party tells me to go, because I work for a third party, and through them I take pictures of cars like this or just normal Toyota RAV4s, and yeah, take pictures of them for the website. And they pretty much go on every listing. Like when you look up cars on Auto Trader, Cars.com, Car Gurus, you know, stuff like that, Auto Tempest, and you see these photos, this is basically like, I'm one of the people that take those photos. And I run through a third party, and this third party business tells me which dealership to go to and take these pictures every day. So I've been at Toyota for a while. So this is the dealership that I'm normally at, because the owner of the third party, like, we've kind of like gone back and forth, and we've seen that I've been like most productive at this dealership, and just kind of been, I have the most time at this dealership, so I'm kind of used to how their systems work and everything. So he has me here, and sometimes some cool cars come in. Like I shot an E63S not too long ago. I shot a few Mustangs, Camaros, a lot of Supras actually. I think I've been in like 4 or 5 Supras so far. That's actually capped, more like 3 or 4. These are pretty cool. I only get to drive them up to like maybe 20, 30 miles an hour, but they're pretty cool. So basically, I get the car. I put in a password to get into the safe where all the keys are, and I go and check out cars, and I'll check out like a bunch of them at a time, and I go shoot them. And over time, I kind of get to productive to the point where I don't really like, where I'm just going really fast. I get like 5 cars in like an hour, and we get paid per car. So the more cars I shoot, the more money I make, which is pretty cool, because like, it's not like an hourly thing. If you get what you need to get done in the time that you get it done, you don't need to like stay any longer just because. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You kind of work on your own time, but which is really helpful now that I'm in school. So now that I've shot the exterior photos, what I'll do is I'll go to a spot with a lot of shade, and I'll be able to get through the interior photos, because right here, as you can see, there's a lot of like shadows and stuff being cast upon the interior. And a lot of dealerships, you'll see like they have that in their pictures, and it doesn't really give like an accurate representation of what a color may be like, or it might not show all the details in the interior. So we don't want to do that over here. That's not how we do it, and we're gonna take it to a spot with a shade. One thing that I really love, and all photographers love in general, is when it's super cloudy, because then you don't really have a lot of shadows. Clouds act as like a giant softbox. Literally, we can sit out here with no shade and like just be taking all the photos in one spot, and it really speeds up the workflow. So now I'm in a spot with a lot of shade, and as you can see inside the car, there is not a bit of like shadow being cast. It's all pretty much evenly dispersed. So yeah, this is a pretty good spot. I usually come over here or either in front of the dealership if there's a lot of shadow over there. So once I'm done with the wide open shots from the outside of the car, I'll kind of sit down in the interior so I can get pictures of the details. It's kind of a lot easier, you're a lot closer. I'll come around right here, and I'll come get this, get the steering wheel controls, gauge cluster, get the center console, get maybe if there's something special on the seat, then I'll get that. And I'll go back over here, shift knob, controls right here, AC, get the infotainment, get the nav, get the parking sensors, parking camera, and I believe we could just get like the main menu. This is more specifically for iPhone photographers. If you have your hand over it like this, it acts as a lens hood for the camera, and basically does the same thing a lens hood does on a camera. So if you guys use a camera, it gets like all the glare out. All right, so I just stopped off at the service center, and I went to pick up some used cars, and the reason you do used cars is because they make more money. But yeah, they take more pictures. You have to take more pictures of them, and they also need video, so that's why they charge more for them. And that's because like with used cars, you want to add a lot more authenticity to the listing, so that people like, I guess, know it's real, because it's not like a used car can be anything, and you kind of want to show the condition of it and let people know what it's like before they come up here, or at least get them just enough to make them want to come up here and see it, versus like being like one picture. It's like, I don't even know what that's like inside. It just makes it so like the listing looks a lot less questionable when it comes to used cars, because if you've ever been on the used car market, I know it can be pretty sketchy. So this is another one of the kind of cooler cars that I kind of pulled out for this day just for the vlog. But I'm in a TRD Toyota Avalon, and I don't know why these I don't know why these exist, but they do, and they're flying off the shelves for some reason. I know that the TRD Camry exists, and I know that like there's a bunch of TRD trucks and whatnot, but this makes no sense. The TRD Camry makes no sense almost. I mean, I guess it works. People buy it. The interior is not bad, and like, it is one of the like better looking Toyota sedans. I'm not normally a fan of Toyota sedans in general, but this one, I gotta say, it's pretty nice, especially when it's blacked out. So, I mean, hats off to Toyota for this. I just wish they did it with all of them. They kind of look like the normal Avalons look like grandma cars. But these are the kind of the only ones with like dual exhaust pipes and everything like that. So, I mean, this is pretty cool. It sounds pretty good too. So now you guys have seen the process of what I do every day. To clear it up more for people that maybe like didn't understand it through the video. So I work for a third-party company. So what they do is they get hired by dealerships to do their listing photography and anything else that they might need. And then they hire people like me who are photographers to come out here and take pictures of the cars and to get them uploaded to the website. So they make the connections with the dealership, and then they hire us to come out here and actually do it. And the value that this brings to the dealerships is that they don't have to have someone that already works at the dealership take some of their time where they could be doing something more productive to come out here and shoot the photos. And it also makes it so that they don't have to hire photographers themselves. The third party does that for them. And honestly, like as a goal, in the next few years, I want to have a business like this where I'm doing like third party dealership photography. And it's kind of sad to say, but I won't be here for much longer. I won't be doing this for much longer. I'll be working with a different dealership. They'll be specializing in like more specialty cars like exotics and like lifted trucks and whatnot. And they're more of a boutique dealership. They're not like a Toyota or a Audi or something like that. They're a used car dealership, and they move less volume, but they move cooler cars. Like I was up there, when I got the job, I was up there, and they had like like just not just normal cars that you see around this lot. Like first day there, they had me drive this truck with like almost a $10,000 to $12,000 set of wheels on it, and that was nerve-wracking because the truck was lifted like 10 inches up in the air too, and it felt like I was driving a truck, like an actual semi-truck. But yeah, that was cool. But that's what I'll be doing. I've been trying to make this video for the past like 2 months, and now that I'm gonna be leaving, I'm like, I gotta make this video soon. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing in the near future. I'm just waiting for the call because the dealership, they're moving to Columbia, South Carolina. They're currently based in Florence, but they're moving to Columbia, South Carolina. Well, not moving, they're opening a new location here in Columbia, and I'll be working there, doing like their creative stuff, like for social media and stuff like that, which is gonna be pretty cool. Plus, I'm gonna be making double what I make here, more than double what I make here. So I'm completely happy with that. But it's been cool here. I respect the guy that I work for now, the owner of the third-party business. I respect the hell out of him. I've learned a lot from him. About what it takes to run this business that I had no clue before, because I was trying to get a job like this for several years, and it just wasn't working out, and I didn't understand the level of like just like what you have to do to be on this job on a daily basis. Like I was planning to come in here with a DSLR and edit photos every day for each car, and that's just not going to work out because I shoot like maybe 100 cars a month, and that's on the low end. That just wouldn't make sense, and I had no idea, and he had already learned that the hard way. And so like I'm learning this like from him, and that's very valuable in itself. And I learned that in the first week working here, because he pretty much just like bought iPhones for each dealership, and we do it off of those. And iPhone cameras, as you know, are amazing nowadays, and this is what a lot of third parties are doing. The quality is gonna vary, of course, because not everybody does it like we do, and we don't do it like everybody else. But this is definitely something I plan to do sooner than later. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to start this next chapter of my life with this new job, and hopefully come back to this at some point in my life, which is gonna be, you know, like I said, sooner than later. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video off right here. Make sure you subscribe and your notification bell is on so that you're notified when a new video comes out. Also, leave a like and leave a comment letting me know if you want to see a part 2 to this video when I start my new job, and let me know any questions you have, what you want to know, what you want to see. See you guys later. Peace.
I come stumping through your crib like I'm trying to kill a roach. My niggas be shipping packages, they trying to stay afloat. I know everything I say is real, that's why I get quoted. I know I be out here in the field, that's why I be toting. I be pistol packing, y'all be jaw jacking, that's why your money lagging. I stay on mute, I ain't got nothing to dispute. All my bitches super cute, they